Christmas Eve. The whole town looked like it had been swallowed under a white blanket of snow. Lights were glowing soft and warm. Carols echoed from blocks away, and every house smelled like gingerbread and cinnamon, except one house, Harper House. And tonight, Ethan, a 22-year-old awkward, kinda sarcastic college kid, was alone in it. His parents had already left for an interstate trip. Right before leaving, they dropped one weird warning. If you hear a carol at midnight, don't open the door. Ethan just laughed it off, gave them a full eye roll. Seriously? Ghost stories? On Christmas? He sipped his hot cocoa and shrugged. He had no idea that in his family, some traditions can actually get you killed. 11:50 p.m. The living room was warm, cozy, perfect. His cocoa was still steaming. Ethan was chilling on the couch. Then the lights flickered. Once, twice, like the bulb was tired and done for the night. Ethan stared up. Great timing, he muttered. Then he heard it, a dragging sound, right behind the front door. Scritch, scritch. Ethan sat up straight, tried to smile at himself. Probably a raccoon. Yeah, definitely a raccoon. But even he didn't believe that. Then, thud, something stopped right outside the front door. Ethan froze. A weird humming started in the air, like a broken piano being dragged across a floor. And then, a carol, off-key, painfully off-key. Silent night, holy night. The voice sounded like someone singing from underwater. Ethan's throat went bone dry. 12 m. The clock hit midnight. In the very same second. Slow, measured, way too patient. Ethan walked to the peephole. And what he saw made his heart drop to his shoes. No person, no figure. Just a tall, stretched black shadow on the snow, like the silhouette of someone invisible. The shadow shifted slightly, as if adjusting posture. Then that voice again, this time whispering straight into his ear. Sleep in, heavenly. Ethan's whole body locked, breathing fast and shaky. Suddenly, footsteps inside the house, tap, 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 coming from the hallway. Ethan felt his blood go cold. He grabbed his phone, panic rising, and dialed 911. But right before the call connected, shh. The hallway lights blew out. Total darkness. The footsteps stopped. A dead, heavy silence. Then right behind him, a slow, cold breath. He spun around, lightning fast. No one. Just cold fog drifting in the warm room. Impossible. Ethan backed toward the living room. And there he saw it. The front door had a tiny crack open, and through that crack, a face was peeking in, almost human. But the skin was too smooth. The features smudged, like someone blurred the whole face with a Photoshop tool. Then the carol again, lower, twisted, wrong. All is calm. All is breed. The face started pushing through the crack, soft like warm wax bending through metal. Ethan grabbed the fireplace poker, shaking. Stay the hell away. But the thing didn't stop. Instead, in a perfectly normal, casual human voice, you opened the house. Now open yourself. Ethan's eyes widened. Goosebumps shot down his spine. The creature's fingers stretched long, turning into bone-like claws, and began creeping through the doorway. Behind him, more footsteps, but not one set. 4, maybe 5. Off-key voices bleeding into the room. A warped, horrible chorus of carols. Ethan didn't think, didn't breathe. He just ran. He smashed the window, jumped out into the snow, the freezing air hitting him like a punch. The voices behind him grew louder. Sleep, in, heavenly, peace. This time it wasn't singing, it was screaming. When Ethan finally turned to look, 4 tall, dark figures stood on the porch, swaying unnaturally, singing off-key, hands twitching, no faces, just empty, hollow holes. Ethan sprinted straight to the sheriff's station, half frozen, half out of his mind. Next morning, the sheriff drove back with him to Harper House. Inside, everything was untouched, calm, silent. Outside, not a single footprint in the snow, like the whole night had never happened. Except one thing. On the porch, an old cassette tape, labeled Carols for the Chosen. The sheriff played it. Same voice, same broken carol, same warning. The Last Caroler returns next Christmas.